Here we have John chapter 4, right near the start of Christ's ministry. This woman of Samaria, 3 times an outcast. Why was she there at midday? Why was she there in the heat of the day? She was there in the heat of the day, almost certainly, and I think John is telling us what time it was, because she couldn't go early in the morning to draw water with the other women because they didn't want anything to do with her. She wasn't allowed to. She was ostracized from women. So this woman had a reputation. 3 times an outcast, as I'll explain in a moment. But to show that the gravity of what the disciples thought was happening here, when they came back, it says in verse 27, just then his disciples came back. They marveled that he was talking with a woman. But no one said, what do you seek? Why are you talking with her? They didn't do it. She was 3 times an outcast because, number one, she was a woman. As it becomes clear when we look at that verse, they marveled that he was even talking with a woman. Secondly, she was not Jewish. She was Samaritan. And add into this equation too, Jesus has already called her out. She was a woman with a reputation. She was an immoral woman. And for that, the people of Sychar rejected her. The Jews rejected her because she was a Samaritan, and men rejected her because she was a woman. And this woman, 3 times an outcast, Jesus chose at the outset of his ministry to reveal to her, and based on what I can see in Scripture, to no one else, I'm the Christ. And let me run you through this. Christ revealed to her, here's the first thing he revealed to her. Number one, his divinity. He wasn't just a man. And here's how it goes. He revealed to her that he was the source of living water. Now, she was obviously acquainted with the Old Covenant, but she probably knew that Jeremiah 17 verse 13, we've seen that Jeremiah describes Yahweh, God, the Lord, as the fountain of living water. Jeremiah puts it this way, O Lord, the hope of Israel, all who forsake you shall be put to shame. Those who turn away from you shall be written in the earth. For they have forsaken, note the description, the fountain of living water. So when Jesus declared to her, he was the source of living water, he is saying he is Yahweh. He is the eternal God in the flesh. What else did Jesus, and by the way, just think about it, to who else did Jesus say this as plainly as that? Not even to the disciples. And yet he said it to this woman. He chose a woman to say it to, and he chose a woman who was a Samaritan and a woman who had lived a lifestyle that was not great.
We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button. For more information about our church, head over to lagana.org.